I just saw a story that I shared a long time ago on Facebook, and it's fascinating. I need to listen to this song again. I need to save this song. I have to use this song in the product. It's Save Diaz. Let's save this song. Listen to this. I wrote something 3 years ago, and that smile is inverted. I hope you're colorblind too. Though I walk with rainbow tears and grief songs, I hope you find solace in the melody of my pain. Tears of a clown free for all. You walk to the same cave, alone together. If only could stop to truly look in my eyes. I don't know why I was writing that, but it felt like I was in pain. Anyway, welcome to the stream. This is day 9 of the live mass. If you're watching a recording, you're watching live. Thank you for watching. Every day for the past 9 days, this is the 9th day. Tomorrow is going to be the last day. What I do is I read from this guy right here, The Daily Stoic by Ryan Holiday and Stephen Hanselman, and Daily Laws by Robert Greene, and then talk about the topic of the stream. So today's topic is going to be work-life balance, myth or legit. And I don't know what I thought about it. I think I thought about it because of all the videos I'm making so far. And I'm like, man, I don't think I can sustain daily streaming. Not like this anyway. I think I need practice. I need to get, build the muscle. Considering everything I'm trying to do at the same time, I realized, yo, bro, you cannot do all of this. And I was just thinking, I just want to talk about hard work, like just working hard in general. But what I realized was the topic itself is not that, I don't know. I don't think I can talk about topic in 30 minutes. I feel like work-life balance based on what I've experienced for the past 10 days, starting a new job 2 months ago, trying to do live stream. I was trying to make videos and write and all these things, and just dealing with the inability to be able to manage my time properly, because that's a skill that I have to get, being able to manage time and be more efficient with my time, not just productivity in terms of producing a lot of content, but understanding where my strengths lie and leveraging those strengths in order to make the best, to get the best value out of myself, basically. So we are going to start with the Daily Stoic, Ryan Holiday. I'm cleaning my glasses this whole time because I cannot see to save my life if I don't wear my glasses. So let's begin. Oh, I like this one. I haven't read this one today. I don't know if it's fortunately or unfortunately, but let's do it. Let's do it. First of all, if you're watching this, let me know if you can hear me clearly, and to make sure I'm not just talking to myself here. That'll be fun. Do a whole stream and then you're watching and you see your mouth moving like this, and then there's no audio. Anyway, where's. Uh oh. Shows here that the network is not very good. Don't know why it's doing that. Just checking to see if it's actually playing on the tube and everywhere else it's supposed to be on. All right, it's working. I can hear myself. Spend 3/3 of time. That's December 9th, reading from Daily Stoic. We're all, we are all, wait, we're all? Okay, I can't read. We're all the geniuses of history. We're all the geniuses of history to focus on this single theme. They could never fully express their bafflement at the darkness of the human mind. No person will give up even an inch of their estate, and the slightest dispute with a neighbor can mean hell to pay. Yet we easily let others encroach on our lives. Worse, we often pave the way for those who will take it over. No person hands out their money to passers-by. And this music is terribly distracting. Why did I put this in the background? I have no idea. Let me stop it real quick. All right, come back to the music at some point. No person would give up even an inch of their estate, and the slightest dispute with a neighbor can mean hell to pay. Yet, we easily let others encroach on our lives. Worse, we often pave the way for those who will take it over. No person hands out their money to passers-by, but to how many do each of us hand out our lives? We are tight-fisted with property and money, yet think too little of wasting time, the one thing about which we should all be the toughest misers. Seneca on the Brevity of Life, 3.122. It's funny how the topic that I chose today actually has to do with this. And you would not believe that I didn't read this before I chose the topic. It's just like my spirit was led to choose that particular topic about work-life balance. And hey, so that's the first part. Is a quote from Seneca. Now, today there will be endless interruptions, phone calls, emails, visitors, unexpected events. Booker T. Washington observed that the number of people who stand ready to consume one's time to no purpose is almost countless. A philosopher, on the other hand, knows that their default state should be one of reflection and inner awareness. This is why they so diligently protect their personal space and thoughts from the intrusions of the world. They know that a few minutes of contemplation are worth more than any meeting or report. They also know how little time we're actually given in life, and how quickly our stores can be depleted. Seneca reminds us that while we might be good at protecting our physical property, we are far too lax at enforcing our mental boundaries. Property can be regained. There is quite a bit of it in out there. Some of it still untouched by man. But time is our most irreplaceable asset. We cannot buy more of it. We can only strive to waste as little as possible. Spend 3/3 of time. Spend 3/3 of time. I think it really ties with the topic we're talking about with the work-life balance, which is about finding the things that are most important and focusing on them and not giving in to, I guess, I say energy vampires, but mostly just time wasters, like things that we do that we procrastinate on because we think that we have unlimited time when we don't. We don't have unlimited time. This time runs out. Eventually, there is no time to do all the things that we think that we want to do. So I guess the big question is, where do you spend your time on? And I think that is something most people, you have to define that for yourself. I'm sure there are things that are important for everybody. I guess maybe health, safety, a bunch of things that we can universally agree upon that, okay, this is important for everybody. But for most people, most of us, we get to decide what's important, because if we don't decide what is important, where we want to spend our time, and we try to keep up with other people who are spending their time the way that works for them, technically we're wasting our time. Say, for example, two people, one person, both of them want to build a business, but one person is building that business because it's, for them, is the most valuable use of their time, and the other person is building the business because they're seeing the other person build a business and they think that they have to do it because everybody is doing it and they've been told that they've been talented, and they've been told that they have the capacity to do this. So I guess it gets tricky, and it takes a lot of self-awareness, a lot of reflection to decide, where should I spend my time? And I wonder if we actually take the time to do it, because in my case, for example, when I wake up in the morning, I'm trying to build a routine right now to have a daily morning routine. One thing that this live has taught me, which I think that's what we'll talk about tomorrow, the lessons from live streaming for 10 days straight, is that there are things that I really want to do that I've been putting off. And then when I feed in other things that I don't really want to do, I start feeling very uncomfortable about the way I'm using my time. But yeah, that's just reflection on this. Let's take the next one and see if by some serendipitous occurrence it's similar in terms of work-life balance. Daily Stoic. Sorry, Daily Laws by Robert Greene. Maybe I should do some ASMR. Maybe not. Would you watch me do some ASMR? I hope not. Okay, that was annoying, probably. So, encounters with the inhuman and the infinite. Now that, to make sure today is December 9th, yeah. If the doors of perceptions were cleansed, everything would appear to man as it is, infinite. William Blake. Most of us rarely leave the human bubble we live in. We are immersed in words, symbols, physical structures, and a domesticated nature that bear our imprint on almost everything we see. To leave that bubble and travel into the wilderness is not enough. You will tend to carry with you your technology and the obsessive thoughts that trail you everywhere you go. Your brain has become too accustomed to its own patterns. To really access the cosmic sublime, wherever you travel, you must go through the following process. First, you must visit places where the human influence is nil or barely detectable. Fortunately, you do not have to travel far for this adventure. Such places are still all around you and easily reachable. You need to penetrate as deeply as you can into these landscapes. Second, you must leave behind as much technology as possible. In this more naked state, you must welcome any physical challenges and even manageable dangers. Third, bereft of your usual distractions, try to let go of all the previous patterns of thinking and seeing. Travel back in time and feel the ancientness of these places, signs of Earth long ago before we humans dominated the scene. Let the elements of these landscapes fill your mind as far as possible and feel yourself emerging with them. When you return back to your familiar environment, notice how different things appear to you and any changes from within. Daily law. Leave the human bubble today. Law of the sublime. 1. Expand the mind to its furthest reaches, the cosmic sublime. Yay, we have finished the text. See a comment there from I Am African. Brother, it's been what, 3 years? Hey bro, long time. How you doing? Good to see you. Thank you, brother. Good to see you too. It's I've been doing this thing for 9 days now. I know the time I've picked, it's like I picked a time when there's nobody available, so I can just finish my stream and then escape and run away and have nobody check me out or say anything. So thank you for hanging out. Doing this, people do live, sorry. I say people, I keep explaining this thing on every video. You have a vlogmas, which is when people make videos for, 20, I think it's 20, 25 days, well, 24 days to Christmas. They make videos every day. And me, I decided to do live streams. So I'm calling it live mass for 10 days. I just couldn't. This is day 9. And I'm already feeling like, bro, if I have to do this thing every day, yeah, I'll need to work out my mental, I don't know, muscle or something. But yeah, good to see you. We're talking about work-life balance, and the text I just read, one was talking about spend thrifting time, and the other was about going into nature and exploring and connecting with the ancientness. So, yeah, how have you been, bro? How is life treating you? So, work-life balance, myth or legit? In the description of the video, I put a link to an article that I wrote in 2019. All right, awesome. Thank you for hanging out. You're welcome. So yeah, work-life balance. I woke up this morning with this feeling of, man, can I do all the things that I keep wanting to do? Like I want to be able to make more money, be more healthy, love better, know myself better. Like it's all this list of things that I want to accomplish and I wonder would I have the time to do it if I keep using my time the way I use it? So you're gonna be thinking about work-life balance, about how you have one side that tells you you need to find a way to balance work and life, that you cannot work all, too many hours. You have to be able to we have to be able to do more stuff. And another hand is no, you have to relax. But even 2021, we're connected all the time, social media, everything. You need to be able to disconnect. And so in that article, I actually was saying that there's no such thing as work-life balance. Like it's not possible to find a balance. There's this metaphor, imagery of juggling balls in life, and you need to be able to know which balls you want to let go of, because you cannot juggle all the balls, but you can also just drop everything. And I think as humans, we have to define which areas of our lives are more important than others and focus on them. I've noticed very recently, maybe it's going to change in a few years, but one of the statements that I love the most recently is this: that's too much work. Because I think about things and I think about how much work it's going to take to do them. And there are things that I'm very excited about working. Like I'll put in a lot of energy. Oh yeah, go for lunchtime walk and fresh air. I do go for lunchtime walk to get fresh air and breathe around more. Yeah, I saw a video where you actually filmed the whole video when you're walking. I thought that was pretty cool. I don't even have the courage to go around filming with my camera. And also there's not much space here where there's nobody. So maybe when I find a place that is less human infested, I will find a way to do that. Yo, Jazz Hip Hop, let's start small doing something that I had to learn a while ago. Good, bro. It's good to see you here. I've been enjoying I can't dance to save my life. So I enjoy dancing through you by proxy. Thank you for hanging out. Yeah. So work-life balance, I don't think it's possible to have it. I think we have to decide what is important. And one of my favorite statements this recently is that's too much work. Because I think about the amount of effort that it would take to do something. And I have to decide, is this worth my time, my effort, my energy? Whether it's a conversation or a person or a business or even a video. In fact, the reason why I was able to do this live stream because I realized that I had set up things in such a way that it would not take me much work to do. When I wake up in the morning, I literally just turn on the camera, open StreamYard. I built a system. I go to Canva, I designed the thumbnail because I found an easy way to do it that was working for me. I just replicate yesterday's thumbnail, edit it, post it, write a simple text. I try to minimize time as much as possible, but here's the funny thing. Because all my mornings for the past 10 days I've been using them to prepare for the live stream, I've not been able to edit a video, like a proper video. I've filmed about 10 videos. There's unboxings, there's videos about why I'm not going to use online dating platforms. Like I have videos that I've recorded, but I've not been able to edit it because now in the morning when I wake up, I do the live stream or I prepare for the live stream. And then when I finish the live stream, I get ready for my day job, which is from 9 to 5. And that job, because I work remotely, I tend to work more than I'm supposed to. And also I like my job. And I think that what we're doing is really amazing. So I tend to do that. And in the evening, I have class after that because I'm preparing for other things. So work-life balance, it's hard. It's hard to be able to do all those things, if you're thinking of doing all of them at the same time, I think you have to pick the ones that are important enough to warrant energy and then do that. So that's what I think. What do you guys think about work-life balance? I'd love to hear your perspective on this. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Yeah, I think especially when we're young, we need to put in energy where we can, because eventually we'll not have that kind of energy. Whenever I talk about death, and this whole month actually, the two books I've been using, The Daily Laws by Robert Greene and Daily Stoic by Ryan Holiday and Stephen Hanselman. The theme for December has really been around reflecting around mortality and embracing the sublime, embracing the cosmic sublime, which is the bigger, the universe, God, basically. And I guess it's my own way of preparing for next year, because there's so many things that I like. When I was starting this year, I made a video on YouTube where I was like, oh yeah, my goal is to get this number of subscribers, and I'm so afraid to say it because once I say it, I have to accomplish it. And then I haven't accomplished it. I mean, December isn't ended. That's another thing too. December is not yet over. This is just the 9th. So it's still possible. Maybe I shouldn't give up. But it'll be foolhardy to think that based on the amount of effort I'm putting in right now that I can actually pull it off. You have to be realistic sometimes. I love to dream and think about things, but man has to be realistic. Let's see here. Doing what feels right, in my opinion, and being able to be flexible throughout time. Sounds like a very, very reasonable, very level-headed definition of work-life balance. Yeah, I think it works. And I think the problem that people have with finding their own balance is that they compare themselves to other people and see what other people are doing, and they don't know why they're doing what they're doing, but they want to be at the same level. Take, for example, Elon Musk and the 100-hour weeks and not being able to sleep. People sometimes want to compare themselves with people they don't understand. They've built systems, they've built foundations, they've built what feels right in their opinion, and they're flexible. Maybe they're not, I don't know, but it's really about what feels right. Because sometimes you would make a system and it doesn't work. For example, I've been trying to work on my sleep. My previous job, I used to finish really late and I'll sleep later and try to wake up early. My day will start late and finish later. And so I tried to put in a lot of things in the morning when I woke up, but that didn't work out very well for me. For some reason, I was tired. For some reason, I actually realized that my body could not handle it. I just don't know how to do the whole late night, wake up later thing. When the sun is up, I'm up. Whether I've slept well or not, that doesn't matter to my body. My body doesn't care. So I had to find a way, or actually I found a job and I realized, oh wait, now I can actually sleep earlier and wake up earlier. And that changed my perspective, because I realized that I personally work best when I've slept minimum of 8 hours. When I sleep less than that, doesn't work. When I sleep more than that, doesn't work. But also, not just the quantity, but the quality of the sleep. And it took me many tries to figure this out. And I'm looking at all the time that I wasted being tired and spending all this energy on things that I could not understand. I'm like, man, why did I not figure this thing out a long time ago? But that's the thing too. We talked about reinventing yourself yesterday. When you figure out what you don't want or what you want, at that point it's up to you now to decide how you're going to move from there. So yeah, I think that's the cool thing about work-life balance. You find what works for you and you adjust accordingly. Really, there's not much to add to that. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, by the way, the live streams are like 30 minutes. So we have 6 minutes left. The goal with the live streams is to show up, share something, and then, go away. But yeah. Hey, someone's watching from Facebook. Who could that be? Send a heart. I appreciate the heart. I heart you too. But yeah. Oh, but tomorrow is going to be the last day of this live streams. I think I'm going to scale it down to like one a week, because every day is not healthy for me. So, but yeah. And yeah. Figure out what works for you. Figure out what feels right to you. Figure out and try to be flexible. because what worked for you last year may not work for you this year, and what's working for you right now may not work for you next year, maybe even next week. I think we fall into patterns of behavior. We enjoy the way things are working so far that we attach ourselves to those things and we refuse to see that sometimes they stop working. Very classical example that I think most people can understand. If you're single and you get into a relationship, the way you used to work, the way you used to adjust to life changes. You have to adjust with it. You cannot just keep doing the same things that you used to do. Of course, I'm sure there's some core things that would stay the same, but you have to be flexible enough to make changes. And I'm sure those early days are going to be difficult. Maybe early weeks, months, years are going to be difficult. Then let me see. Now you get married, different, new changes, new status, new difficulties. Then you get a child. At this point, children don't care whether you're asleep or whether you had 8-hour days or whether you're working on your side hustle. That's your problem, bro. So yeah, I think at every stage, depending on where we're headed, what we want to do, what we want to accomplish, how we are reinventing ourselves, we find what feels right, like what hip hop said, Dress hip hop said. You find what feels right and you're flexible to adjust to it. It's something that I actually have to work on, being flexible. Because what I've noticed with me is that I don't like to change my mind about certain things, or at least I like to change my mind on my terms. It's difficult for me to get convinced by somebody explaining things. Just let me figure it out. Give me the information. Let me decide. That works. But yeah, thank you for hanging out on the stream. It's 4 minutes left. I feel like we've become best friends. I'm going to leave you now. I'm going to have a life. It is all right. I'll be back tomorrow with the last episode of the live stream, live mass. And I don't know if you've seen the changes on the channel thumbnail, but I'm changing a couple of things, working on some stuff. And yeah, I'm excited about 2022. In fact, I'm so excited about 2022. I'm thinking about 2023 in my head. I've noticed that when I talk about the next year, I'm talking about 2023. It's like this next year is already done. I've already put everything that I need to get done. I've already jumped over it. Yeah. That's my sister. Yes, so soon. I am leaving because I have a life. I mean, I know everybody has a life, but yeah. No mind, the stream is from 7:30 to 8:30. No, 7:30 to 8:30 minutes. I tried to make it 1 hour, but I realized it was too long. I couldn't get ready for work. I have work. Actually, I've already started working. I just like to start at a particular time because the thing with remote work is if you don't set boundaries and set your time, you can start working very early and finish never, basically. So, yeah. You have a life too late. I know. Yeah. But yeah, I like this. I would love feedback on how you want to see, what do you want to see on the live streams, what will be better for you. A couple of I think it's around this time last year, I did some podcast interviews on the stream. I was live with people. And I'm going to, yeah, like Dre said, less actions, less words, more action. So let's see how things go. If you haven't liked the video yet on YouTube or Facebook, wherever you're watching it, please do like it. Helps the algorithm. If you have a topic suggestion, a question, a comment, let me know. You can leave a comment. You can reach out. I'm sure there's an email somewhere or Instagram or something. But yeah, it's always nice having people listen and take their very valuable time and share with me. It means a lot. I appreciate it. We're back tomorrow with the last live mass for this 2021. But there'll be more live streams. I think I like live stream. I think I'm going to figure out a way to stream from YouTube to Clubhouse and Instagram at the same time. How would I do? Is it possible to do that? I don't know. That is my own personal assignment. But yeah. Layla, thank you for hanging out on the stream. Dreas Hip Hop, good having you. My African brother, thank you for sharing and connecting and for being here. Just hanging out. It's really, really nice to just have people give me their time and feel like I have your attention for this brief span of time. It's really cool. I'll see you tomorrow. In the meantime, you do your best. Let God take care of the rest. And remember that, while there is life, there is hope. All right. See you in the next video.